this picture you posted of Randy and the table.
Yeah.
That one right there. Casey, only you, Jim Sargent, would place those golden arches. I don't know what else rest that's going to say.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us here from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. I'm Jim Sargent, along with my wife, Sue Sargent, bringing you all the action in this one. The University of Providence gets ready to take on Rocky Mountain College in the second half of our doubleheader as we wrapped up our first game just a few moments ago. And the University of Providence pick up the win on the women's side, a big win for Coach Bill and Jenna Radich and Steph McDonough and the entire team. When we broke away, and we do apologize for some of the technical difficulties with the microphone, but when we broke away and talked to Jenna, they both said, her and Coach Bill said, what a team effort, and it really was. I mean, even though Parker wasn't the top scorer, she really got beat up inside, did a nice job with the rebounding positions, her and Callie in there, and of course, you come off there with Molly Heron, and it was just a big victory team-wise of a team that can really get it done, and they are a team that should be feared. That's what Jenna says. We're tough, she says, but we're also young and we're still in that learning process. And that was a big win for the University of Providence. They win at 73-65 with some pretty good scoring all the way through the sheet there.
Well, and I think the big thing is that it was probably the most physical game, and I thought the Lady Argos played that style of game very well. They had the number of turnovers. That's been their nemesis here for the last, I don't know, 6 or 7 games, and they've lost most of those because of the number of turnovers. I mean, they were having right around 20 turnovers a game, so they did a great job with that. I think tonight I was really probably most impressed with the rebounding offensively and defensively. Tristan Murphy, I thought, had an amazing game. She rebounded like crazy. Kelly Wilson did too. As you said, Parker Esray ended up the night with 4 rebounds, or 4 points, excuse me, but I'll bet you that she has 54 bruises on her body because she took some pretty big beatings there. Jenna ended up with 20, as you said. Emily Maldonado, she had 2 threes. She was 4 for 4 at the charity stripe, but I'll tell you what, she actually kept Michaela Jones in check, because Michaela Jones, as we've seen her play before, she is a tough player for the Rocky Mountain Bears.
You talk about Michaela, and boy, does she ever have an effortless shot. She just kind of brings it from the hip and fires it. She kept him in the game down the stretch, and then pulling away, you got to give credit to Steph McDonough, again, going to the free throw line, hitting those shots, and just very... You could just tell she wasn't going to lose. I mean, she just had such a determination on her that she was just going to make sure that she got the win here tonight.
Well, and I think the key to that is Steph had the 5 points at halftime, but and it's no secret to any team that steps up to play the Lady Argos that Steph McDonough is the scoring machine. I mean, she is an All-American and she gets it done. But she shot her last, I don't know, her last probably 12 points or 14 points were all free throws. And she was down at the baseline. Coach Bill had a great play, throw it into her. They've got a foul, and so he knew that. And that was a great play to just keep sending it to Steph.
You take a look down, we switch gears here and move into the guys game coming up here in just a little bit. You take a look at this and you see the University of Providence. Last game they had was against Western. They lost that one by 10 on the road. Currently they have a 4-10 record in conference, 10-14 throughout the regular season. And on the other side is 7-7 conference game here for the Battling Bears in this one. So you kind of get that sense as the girls are explosive and you never know what they're going to do. It's the same thing here with the guys. You just never know which team is going to show up. And I think that just goes and puts a lot of credit to the Frontier Conference on both sides, men and women, simply due to the fact it's that competitive.
Well, and I think when you look at the poll, as far as the teams go, all the teams are really neck and neck. You're not really, just because you're at the bottom, you're not really totally at the bottom. It's just who's beat who, and even in the men's, on any given night, any team can beat each other. We are on the Argos home court. These are the last 2 home games for the Argos as well. And so, you know, you expect it. We got a nice crowd here tonight that are supporting them. The seniors, a lot of them, their families are here. And so, you know, there's a different kind of motivation, although although tomorrow night is senior night, the families have made it for the whole weekend.
Montana Tech is the last team that the Bears played. They beat them 77-68, and as mentioned, they come in here 7-7, 500 on the conference year as we get ready to bring you this one, of course. Looking forward to it. And, of course, lots of basketball going on around the state of Montana. Here in Montana, it is our March Madness in a sense, as we do, of course, have what is going on with the March Madness and district basketball tournaments as well. Let's take a 60-second break. We come back with the starting lineups, and we get ready to battle it out for you here in this one. The second half of a doubleheader coming up in 1 minute right here at KQDI 1450 AM.
When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
Making the decision to work with Dan and Jamie in the results program helped take my athleticism to the next level. Gave me a step up and allowed me, when I went into high school and when I went into college and even the pros, to be one of the more athletic people wherever I went, just because I had been training on it so long. No matter how hard you think you're working, that there's always somebody out there that wants your spot and one day will be your competition. If you want to make it to the highest level, then you will face those types of people, and you've got to be ready. And if you've put in the work before, you will be.
The prayer coming here, and I like it. I like the fact that they do that each and every time just before the starting lineup as they get it off to a good start as we get ready to bring you this one. Good crowd on hand for our second game of the doubleheader, and as we just touched on just a little bit, there is a lot of basketball tournaments going on. Our 1B district is battling it out in Conrad, Montana. 10C over in Shelby. 8C is happening here in Great Falls. And right now, we've got the University of Providence getting ready to battle it out here against Rocky Mountain College. Let's go to the starting lineups. Chad Kennenan will be in there. He is a 6'1 senior. He'll be the point guard for the head coach over there. It is Coach Bill Darshan. The other starter coming out of there is going to be McDonald at 5'11 from St. Louis, Missouri. Comes in here. Satchel McDonald comes in. Satchel is a 5'11 junior. And also coming back in, the taller players, the bigs inside as they come out with Danny Betcher. He is from Billings, Montana. Danny comes in at 6'7 and a junior. He'll play inside against Stephen D. Hull Clark, of course, as we get ready to bring you that one. Craig Wilmore is a junior. He stands tall at 6'3", comes in here from Daytona Beach, California, as he comes in on that one. And then to wrap it up in the top five is Jared Samuelson. He's from Billings as well. We know his number. We've called a lot of his games past couple of years. He is a junior as he comes out here and ready to go. They do go pretty deep in their bench. You'll see a couple other players coming in. Colin May is one that I remember that played. And also you'll come in is Trey Larson, a junior guard at 6 foot. You can feel the excitement build here as they get ready to introduce the starting lineup for the University of Providence, as again they come in here 4-10 with a season record, and they are ready to get it fired up here in this one. They will start and get it going here. For the first player coming out is going to be Deshaun Williams. Deshae Williams is in there wearing number 5 tonight, and he is a junior at 6'6". Stephen Deho Clark will come in now. He is the next one being introduced. He is a 6'7 senior. Boy, I've been impressed with the way he's played as of late. He's from Montreal, Quebec. He likes contact as he comes out here and gets ready to get started. They will go with the guard coming out at top. And it is going to come out of here with, of course, Matthew Brooks McGregor. He'll come into the starting lineup with this one. Good outside shooter, is a redshirt freshman at 5'8". Paradise, California is where he is at. And then they will come back with another senior here, a guy that gets it done, Trayvon Brashear. Trayvon is in as a senior. He played with so much emotion in that TV game that you and I did in that contest, where he came out with so much emotion that he is going to really continue to add to that. And then we'll wrap it up here as Stolze will be the next one that comes out. Jared Schultz is a guard. He's an outside shooter, and he is a 6'1 senior from Stevensville, Montana. And, of course, a Montana boy here ready to get things rocking and rolling on a Friday night. As mentioned, a good crowd on hand as we get ready to bring you this one. I want to say thank you to one of our new operators back at Radio Central who is absolutely, hopefully will come back on Monday after this because he has been worked hard back there, and he is going to be a good one if we can get him to stick around. Tim, we appreciate you. We really do. Doing a nice job back there at Radio Central.
And I need to apologize to Tim. I brought him Diet Coke or Diet Pepsi instead of Diet Coke, but I'm set straight now, so I'll get that all figured out.
Well, we are kind of Pepsi supporters, and so we.
I know. I brought the wrong ones, though, and guess what? Somebody at the station covered and brought him what he wanted. We want to keep him.
Anthony Owens is ready to roll. We're ready to bring it to you. Settle back. It's game number 2 coming your way on a long Friday as officials are there. They're ready to toss it up. Toss comes behind them, and it's going to be Rocky going to the basket to your right-hand side. We'll get it all started here. Kennedy gets rid of it left side. They'll go left wing now as they look at the zone defense brought to you by the Argos. Argos back on that 2-3 zone. And in the black and white uniforms is the Battling Bears from Billings. They force inside. Here's a shot and off the glass, no good. Good rebound taken out of there. Steven really gets in the air. Deho Clark will bring it to the front now as they take it there. Deshaun Rice with the ball, right side. He is the other one that I missed on the starting lineup, and he has really improved his game. He's one that is going to really take care of all the action, and he's really gone more back and forth or north to south instead of east to west as he dribbles here and picked up his game with a long 3 here and rattles around, missed that one, and they will go down the other way. Here come the Bears, still scoreless. A 3-pointer on the way, top of the key, no good. Rebound taken care of, second one inside the paint from Stephen Deho Clark. The 6'7" senior controlling the paint, will go in the other way.
You know, on any given night, Sarge, any of these guys can be the leading scorer, just what we watched with Lady Argos.
End-to-man defense being applied here as they stop there. Rice goes down inside to Bashir. Bashir backs it up with a right-handed dribble. Decides to reset with 8 to go on the shot clock. As they handle it on the right-hand side, Rice jukes and jives, left dribble, now attacks the glass, puts up the layup, blocked from behind and rebounded by the Bears, still scoreless. They'll take off the other way as they take it. McDonald goes down. He'll put the shot up, rolls around, no good. Rebound, here come the Argos. Right now it's a track meet. Nobody's putting points on the board. Here's a kick out to the left-hand side. They're working around the perimeter, and a couple of dribbles here from the side as Jared Schultz will get rid of it. Now they go inside the paint to the big man. Back to Schultz. He'll take a couple of dribbles and reset it here with 10 to go. Stephen Deho Clark spins, jukes and jives, takes it up off the glass. He's got it for 2.
That was a tough shot by Deho Clark. He was triple teamed underneath the basket.
So he makes that one, and we'll go back the other way now as they have the first lead of the night. And it will be the Rocky Battling Bears coming back the other way, down by 2. As we go to half now, by the way, and a reaching foul will be called here.
That foul will be called against Trayvon Bashir. That'll be his first, the team first foul.
First foul there, and they'll go back down the other way. And they will reset it here on that left-hand side. With the basketball over there, far side. And coming back in at the top of the key with 14 to go. Bears are down by 2. Around the left wing where they hold it there, driving down to the baseline. Good defense, so they help defense down there. This is going to be out, and a foul is going to be called. An over-the-top foul will be called on the Bears.
That'll be called on Satchel McDonald, a much shorter player who went right over the top of one of the Argos.
He does really get up in the air, though. He's got good hops as he gets high. Very low-scoring contest here on a heated Friday night. You might enjoy the heat here for a while. It is supposed to get cold as we get to the latter part of the weekend into Monday. President's Day, by the way, or they call it Washington's birthday officially. As we come back the other way, here's an attack to the glass inside the paint. Now they'll try to power it in. Going to have some steps called here. Stephen got popped in the chops.
And the neck, and he's double-checking that his head is attached, and no foul.
Somebody get that out there. They call the travel instead. And so now we'll go back the other way as they do. It's the Bears down by 2. And that's the score, 2-0. That's as good as it gets right now. As it's inside the paint, Bears spin around, and a right-handed jump baby hook there off the mark, no good. As Samuelson couldn't get it to go. Then they put it back in for 2.
Those 2 were scored by Craig Wilmore, the first 2 points for the Bears.
He kind of picked up the garbage. Trevon's wide open, but he didn't know it. There was nobody guarding him, but he didn't know that he was there, and so then on the fourth shot, he missed it. And they'll come back the other way. And here come the Bears now on the attack, kick it out. 3 on the right side, in and out, no good. And a backwards rebound behind him. I'm not sure how he even held on to it. Jared Samuelson had the rebound, and he had it behind his back.
And then he got called for a travel just because he was just so off balance on that.
Yeah, because he just didn't know he had it. Tied at 2, very low scoring here in this one. As we come back the other way, Argos with the basketball, attacking the basket to your left-hand side as they have it there. And now we'll go on the attack. Look inside, and a pushing foul will be called here. Too much contact inside the paint. Samuelson, the 6'7" sophomore, just picked up his first.
And that'll be the first team foul for the, or second team foul, excuse me, for the Bears.
They're second already, as you say. And so they will come back on the attack with the Argos. We're knotted at 2 in our second game of a doubleheader here from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Little juke and jive down on the left-hand side. Taking it down there is Matthew Brooks McGregor. Kicks it back out to Schultz to Matthew. Fires from 20. That's off the rims, no good. And Steven battles for the board inside. That guy from Canada, he works hard, I tell you. He really works inside the paint. Now a three-pointer on the left side. That rolls around no good. And off the shot clock, they'll give it to the Argos. Let's go the other way.
Each team, it's just like one and done out of there. Need to work on a little, getting a few more offensive rebounds. Checking in for the Argos is going to be Sergio Berkeley as well as Deshaun Williams.
Sergio is one of those players that can score on a pretty regular basis. You just got to kind of keep it ahead in the game. He is tough offensively. Rice brings it to that 10-second line as they break the token pressure. And will come there with 15:37 to go until halftime. Steven inside. Deho Clark puts up the leap and later. That shot's no good. Still tied at 2. As they come the other way, Rice, good hustle there on his part.
2-2. First 5 minutes of the contest have gone by. Checking in for the Bears for the very first time is going to be Austin Payne as well as Colin May.
And we've talked about him, the junior. He's one that handles the ball pretty well. And the other thing is he's the type of guy that can shoot the 3. As they'll try to get him opened up if they can. They'll cut back door as the man-to-man defense picks him up here. And as you talk about coming in is Deshae Williams for the Argos. As they spin it around, three-pointer, top the key, long shot, no good. Tip there, Stephen Deho, he's got another one. Good rebound for him.
Deho Clark really got up there.
Still tied at 2 as we are 5 minutes into this one. It's credited to all good defense, I'm sure. Cross angle shot here as they drive it in, and a no call as a foul is going to be averted from Schultz as he went in on the dribble drive. Didn't get that call, and they go back the other way. Battling Bears have it tied up at 2 on the scoreboard. Now here's a drive to the right-hand side, and a shot, little force shot underneath is going to be Payne for 2.
That'll be the first 2 points for Payne, 4 for the Bears.
Austin makes that one fall down. It makes it 4-2 here in our first half. It was interesting when you have halves and quarters. I kind of like the quarters better because they reset the fouls, of course. You don't shoot quite as many free throws. Right now it's only 2 fouls called against the Bears and 1 against the Argos with 4:14 to go in our first half. Low scoring. Here comes Sergio driving in. Berkeley throws it away, and going to be last touch by the Bears, though.
I'm not sure why he didn't take that shot himself.
As he drove in there and passed a little too much. Q will check in for the first time.
As will Trayvon Bashir again.
Trayvon is back in. Talked to him prior to the game out there at the concession land.
He was having concessions before the game?
Yeah, he was just out there visiting a little bit.
Oh, gotcha.
ready to go tonight, he said.
All right.
He says, we're down to our final 2 games at home. He says, we're going to see if we can't get one done here. Trapped at the half-court line. Rocky has it now. They'll pass it on the right-hand side, swing it out, and reset it here with 18 to go with the man-to-man defense. And a blocking foul will be called here. And they will call that foul against the Argos, and that is going to go against Rice. Immediate timeout will be called. Let's break. 13:50 to go, first half action. Bears up by 2. We'll take a 60-second break and be back with more right here in KQDI 1450 AM.
Star Radio, on air, on target, and free.
When Great Falls looks for entertainment and news and information, Star Radio comes through.
Our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives. When important events happen both big and small, Star Radio is there to inform.
Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Montanans choose Star Radio more than any other radio station.
It takes tremendous effort, cooperation of management, programming, technology, engineering, sales, and marketing, and community involvement to ensure a station brand commits to life for the advertiser and listener.
Star Radio is more than what goes out over the air.
It's who we are.
It's how we live and what we do for the public.
Reaching more people, touching more lives. We are Star Radio, proud and privileged to serve.
I am Taco. Taco John's Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Go ahead, say it with me. Sopapilla. That's right. The Sopapilla isn't just for dessert. It's also for creating Taco John's most insane original taco yet. Me! The Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Stuffed with crunchy chicken, kicked up with honey habanero sauce, and topped with lime sour cream, shredded cheddar cheese, and fresh pico de gallo. You always say you should try new things. Well, here
Here going man-to-man defense as they do get it on the inbounds. Bears have the basketball. They're going to the basket to your right-hand side. Hesitation dribble from Wilmore. Stop there and then has to kick it back out with 9 to go on the shot clock. Right side to May. Left hand dribble. Now here's a shot. Desperation three. Off the mark. No good. And here comes the three-point shooter, Jacob Wetzel, checking in for the first time here in this one. A Great Falls person. Left-hand side, and a foul will be called underneath. This might be a blocking foul. A push-off foul is going to be called against Colin May, his first.
That will be the third team foul for the Bears. 3 as well, or 2 for the Argos.
So the Argos bring it in underneath their basket here as we've got about 24 seconds to go on the shot clock, 13:25 to go until halftime. Kick it way out top of the key. Williams has it. Berkeley comes out and gets it on the left wing. Back out to Williams as they work it around. Now here's a dribble drive from Q. Goes back to Trevon, who loses it with 13 to go. Trevon double-teamed on the baseline and then kicked out of bounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, on that play defensively, Craig Wilmore came out of nowhere to deflect that pass.
So 9 to shoot for the Argos, who's down by 4-2. Wetzel has it. Jake fires it over to Trevon with 5 to go. Q goes in, puts up the shot, and he's fouled.
Once again, that was Craig Wilmore coming in to deflect that, but just happened to get him with his body.
And the Reese's will go to the free throw line, the sophomore at 5'11". Might be supporting the fastest set of shoes out there. They are good lookers. I like that. So Q at the free throw line. Here, he'll get a shot, and it is no good. Missed that one. Down by 2 here in this barn burner of a high-scoring contest. 4-2.
Checking back in for the Bears will be Satchel McDonald.
Second shot coming up here. It is good. He cuts it to a 1-point difference as he's 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. Bears lead it 4-3. 13:03 to go here in our first half. As they break the press, three-pointer right wing. It's up off the rim. No good. And here comes Berkeley. Sergio drives in, carries it, and he's fouled at the top. Sergio about 3/4 of the way down says, I'm going to the rack. And he's good. I mean, I've never seen a guy that can dribble in traffic like he can.
And then he kind of carried the ball and protected it and then got hammered down there.
And that's what he does. He's strong with that left hand, even though I think he shoots right-handed. And he's very good at dribbling the ball with that left side. So Sergio will go to the free throw line here to tie it or take the lead. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter as the shot is up and curves off his hand, and it's good.
First point for Sergio. A whole line change here for the Bears.
Franklin will check in. He is a sophomore at 5'8". He's from California. Down in the paint is going to be Samuelson. He's back in. Also McDonald on the right wing. And in the paint down deep for the Bears on the right-hand side, and that is Betcher. As both free throws are good for Sergio, and he makes it 5-4 now. Argos in front as they come the other way. Here come the Argos with a nice pass, or excuse me, a good pass over there for Rocky as Franklin just got it and pitched it over his head. You kind of knew he was going to pass it. He stands at 5'8", maybe.
And he's very, very quick. When he went down there, he had every intention of passing off to the guy underneath.
So he'll match up with Sergio here. They'll set a pick as Williams got him. Williams is a whole half a body taller than he is. Williams gets rid of it back to Sergio with 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Come over here, Q backs it out, looks to get rid of it to Williams at 3. He'll take the shot from 18, shot at 19 and a half. As they go the other way, Lincoln taking off, quickness, takes it in on the hops, up and in. You want to talk about a guy that comes off the bench and gives you some bench points. There's a guy that's making things happen right there. Latrell Franklin has an assist and 2 points already. As the Argos back on the offensive end, pitch it over here to Wetzel. Jake drives in, pulls up from 15. Nice spin shot there, couldn't get it to fall. And it'll go down the other way as Brooks McGregor will come back in. Jake goes out after he gets the one shot and done.
Coach over here trying to get somebody else into the game for the Bears.
And of course, the assistant coach is going to take the defensive stand instead of just sit down. He'll fight it. Referee in the meantime says, just sit down. I've got a job to do here.
That's right. So checking in for the Bears is going to be Isaac Martell.
It is 8-5. Bears in front here, with Franklin kind of leading the way here at 5'8". Wasn't Spud Webb 5'8", or was he 5'5"?
I don't know, but he was good.
He was good, no question about it. That's what he reminds me of. Just a quick runner. Here's a head and shoulder fake. Now they go left side with a three-pointer on the way. McDonald, he's got it for 3. First 3 of the night.
Either way, yep. First 3 for the team and first 3 for Satchel McDonald.
So Bears lead it 11-5 here. 11:21 to go in our first half here on the men's side. University of Providence women won their first game 73-65. They beat Rocky. And of course they will get geared up for senior night tomorrow. 8 seconds and it's drop kicked out of bounds.
They'll be hosting Carroll College Saints, both the men and the women.
Fighting Saints will come back. Matt will be here. We'll get a chance to see him again.
Matt Wyman, yes, he's a Great Falls guy.
Great Falls kid. One of your students back in the day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he was good back then, too.
11-5 is the difference here. Bears in front. Here's a 3 on the outside. Up and in. Nice shot out there. As knocking it down is Jared Schultz. When he gets off to a good start, he's tough to defend.
Schultz does a nice job of shooting threes.
He may be the next Jenna Radich after that shot. Here's a turnaround shot the other way, answering at the other end, and it's Samuelson, the 6'7" sophomore, just backs it out to about an 18-footer there. Makes it 13-8 now as we go a steal, as nobody told Trevon the defense was coming. As they come up, here's a 15-footer, high arcing shot, no good, and too much on the contact, and the rebound will go the other way.
Underneath, both big guys trying to rebound and ended up fouling.
Satchel McDonald made the shot, or took the shot. And
that foul will be on Stephen Deho Clark. That'll be his first, the 3rd team foul for the Argos.
They lob it in here. Rocky up by 13-8 score. Make it a 5-point difference. Now Lincoln will Franklin, and swing it around the perimeter. Top of the key 3 is no good. Air ball on that shot there from Isaac Martell. Isaac just didn't quite get the snap on the shot going up there, and it shot it about, 8 inches short, it looked like from here. Might have caught the bottom half of the net.
Deshaw Williams checking back in for the Argos.
As they do get a substitution here, halfway through, or just about halfway through the first half. As the Argos now will walk it up here. 5 fouls against the Bears, 3 against the Argos. As they come back the other way, with the Argos down 13-8 at the 10-minute mark of our first half. Pick and roll coming over here. Matthew Brooks McGregor goes into Deho Clark, who head and shoulders to Schultz. Schultz does not get the shot off. Now he goes back in, back out, inside out. Schultz takes it 3 from outside.
That's 2 threes for Jared Schultz, 6 points.
Perfect from behind the arc already here in this first half. And brings it back to a 2-point lead. Franklin dishes it inside, and a foul will be called. You better have your hands ready when Franklin's got the ball.
He is so quick.
Latrell just takes it down there and fires it inside.
They're going to call that foul on Stephen Deho Clark, which will be his 2nd, 4th team for the Argos.
Samuelson will go to the free throw line.
Getting ready to check back in for the Argos will be Bashir after these free throws.
Trevon will come back in with 9:41 to go in our first half.
Samuelson at the free throw line. He makes his first one for 5 points.
I look across, and everybody just kind of got their arms crossed over there and just eating some popcorn. It's not time to get excited quite yet. We still got another half. Just kind of working through the first half in this one.
Whoops. Sorry.
That's all right. I didn't need that eye. We're fine. I had 2 of them. First free throw is good from Jared. Samuelson will get another one. This is good.
6 points for Jared Samuelson, who is from Billings.
Always think of Warren Samuelson from the National Association of Farm Broadcasters. And RFD TV, talked to him a couple of different times. And he's just got a great guy to visit with. He and Evan Slack are just those old farmers that you can talk to. Samuelson reminds me of him. As we come the other way, 4-point difference. Bears in front, 9:21 to go here in our first half. 15-4 is the score. Argos as Rice pulls up and Ozone's that one on the right-hand side. And couldn't get that one to go. Lincoln, look at that pass. You don't think that guy has fun playing basketball?
I'll tell you what, he loves it, doesn't he? You can just tell he loves it.
I'd like to change his name to Lincoln, apparently, but it's Franklin. And every time I see him.
Well, I think it's because Luttrell is his first name, and you're taking the L off of that to get it.
It's got to be something. So Franklin kicks out. Now they go inside, and a player control foul will be called here. As taking the hit underneath, I think that's going to be Williams.
That foul's going to be called against Jared Samuelson. That'll be his second. It'll be the 6th team foul for the Bears.
So Wallace will have to come in off the bench, the sophomore from Idaho.
I really like the way the Samuelson kid was playing.
Yeah, he's tough. He definitely is one of their go-to guys here. And you can tell Franklin wanted to make sure he was involved in the offense. We've had 26 points scored in over 11 minutes. That's it. That's all we've had, 15-11. That's the difference here. As the Argos are down by 4, they do have the basketball. As Williams goes in, throws up a hope and a prayer, doesn't go in, and a foul will be called. They'll go down the other way with a foul called against the Argos. Not enough to shoot the 1-on-1, I believe.
That'll be the 5th foul for the Argos. They're going to call that foul on Jack Taylor, which will be his first.
15-11, we're stuck, we're frozen, and we're going to start shooting a bunch of free throws coming up here in just a little bit. As Rocky brings it to the half-court line. And now with a couple dribbles here around the perimeter, top of the key. They look down to the paint. Now a three-pointer on the way, and this one partially touched there. Shot miss from Kennenan. And here come the Argos as Rice going down, and boom, that's a player control. Out of control on the drive, the Argos will commit the foul.
Absolutely, and he was going as fast as he could down the court there, and the defensive player had been set for a long time.
Deshaun Rice, his second. Sergio will check back in with 8:24 to go, first half action. A token full court press going to be applied here. Franklin will break out, and he gets the ball. Looks down the court, and he and the defense of the Argos falls to Franklin, and he goes down for an easy layup.
That's 4 points for Latrell Franklin.
He just dribbled right down and around for Matthew. Now Matthew's going to try to answer the call at the other end. He's got on the left wing. Kick it back out to Sergio as the Bears have a 6-point lead here in this one. And Sergio comes the other way, loses it, and a turnover for him.
Well, we talked about it earlier in the ladies' Argos game. They had to control the turnovers. The guys need to do the same thing.
Inside double pass and a good shot underneath. Timeout from the Argos. They need a break here. It's a 30-second break with 7:43 to go, first half action. Bears lead it 19-11. We're back in half a minute right.
Hi, this is Randy.
Randy, it's Steph. We got into an accident.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but my friend is driving. They took her to the hospital.
Is she okay?
I'm not sure. What should I do?
Does she have auto or life insurance?
I don't know. Is she supposed to?
She should. Her parents could be left with all of her medical bills and even her student debt.
Oh no, what do we do?
The time to get the insurance is before the accident. See me today, and let's get you covered.
Contact the Bogdan Agency, your Farm Bureau insurance team for life.
We appreciate the fact you're with us right here on KQDI 1450 AM, and of course with the University of Providence video stream coming your way as we like to keep you up to date what is happening. As we roll through this one, the Argos are down 19-11 with 7:40 to go in our first half. As they do come to the offense, the basket to your left-hand side. Q has checked in, and top of the key here. Sergio on the right wing has it there. They'll set a pick for him, hesitation dribble, now drives inside of traffic, scoops it up, and that's the talk of the shot I tell you about, that he can score. That's just a created shot right there from an athlete that puts it down. And they come back again with the shot, 19-13. As the Bears have it, three-pointer, long distance live, good. Outside, shooting that one is Payne Austin, the 6'5 junior. Garden Groves, California, Cypress College is where he comes from. And he makes that one for the trifecta.
That's 5 points for Austin Payne.
22-13, under 7 minutes ago, first half action. As we swing it around, Q, Norris has it there. Back out to Trevon. Somebody buy me some new glasses. Sergio, top of the key. Here's a long three on the way, no good. Hits back of the irons, tipped out of there. Bears want to run with it as they look over to Franklin, and he get tipped away. Good defense that time from the Argos. Franklin spots, pops, rolls it around, no good. Battle for the rebound. Little 5-footer is up and in on the backside of the cleaning up the garbage.
And Chad Cannon, he gets that rebound and scores 2 points.
Makes it 24-13. Bears in front. First half action, 7:18 to go here. As Schultz has it, and we'll get rid of it to Sergio. They'll set a pick for him with a left-handed dribble. Comes over to Q. He'll back it back up and dribbles with it. Spin move goes in, and a foul will be called here. So we go to the free throw line at the 6:05 mark of the bonus situation. Media timeout. We'll talk about that when we come up in just a moment. Bears lead at 24-13. A 60-second break here with 6:05 to go right here.
For your next project, bring in A.T. Clemens. We're your #1 source for all your electrical, plumbing, heating and cooling, and commercial roofing needs. We offer 24/7 service, design and build services, computer and phone wiring services, and much more. Check out our website for a comprehensive list of services. A.T. Clemens. Call us or visit our website today.
Have you ever had this happen to you? Of course you have. Trying to get out your old storm door panels and storm windows to clean. And then this happens. Well, let us help you with upgrading to a new screen-away storm door where you never have to remove glass panels again. And energy efficient doesn't mean unattractive. We have a large selection of styles to choose from. One call does it all. We are Anderson Glass Doors and Windows.
The AD and assistant AD are sitting there.
You can't find 3 better people, I'll tell you what.
They have done so much.
So much for this university and for the community of Great Falls, and they're just great people, and you can talk to them about anything you want to talk to them about.
AD Coach Gant over there, he just keeps telling me, he says, just keep waiting. We've got more coming, more coming. As the free throw from Q is no good. Rebounded coming out of there is Cannon. And he will get rid of it as they force it to the front court. And Cannon on the right-hand side. Good ball movement here from the Bears. Lots of contact inside the paint as the Bears working around the perimeter here. Back over left side with three-pointer on the way from Wilmore is no good. Trevon's got the rebound. Sergio's going to force the action here for the Argos. They come to the basket to your left-hand side. Sergio drives, puts it in, and he'll take the shot, and he draws the foul.
That foul will be called on Craig Wilmore. That'll be the 8th team foul, so Berkeley will be at the charity stripe.
He has got such a hard dribble, and it's such an advantage with that left hand when he can attack the basket like that. And like you said earlier, he's good at really kind of protecting the ball as he scoops it underneath and holds it out, and then he draws the foul. Sergio 3 for 3 at the free throw line here tonight. He makes that one. Within 10 now, 24-14. Argos down. It's 5:38 to go in this first half. Crowd pretty much starting to move up to the fronts of their seats now as they see this battling back. 9-point lead now as it's 24-15. Rocky, the Bears, will see full court press being applied here. They pitch it forward, and then as they do, they get it into the hands of May, who gets it across that 10-second line. And now they'll kind of split the offense. Matthew will come back in just a little bit as he waits over there. May goes left side, down to the left wing now, and three-pointer on the way, no good. And Q goes up, elevates, and grabs that one. Narcissus brings it to the front court, left wing to Williams. Dribble, back out to Berkeley. Sergio goes, whoa, slow down a little bit. Trevon's inside, he's working the paint. He would like to get the ball. He and Cannon are going head-to-head in there. Now Q drives in, and a player-controlled foul will be called here. Williams commits the blocking foul.
Checking back in for the Argos is Matthew Brooks McGregor. I like when he's on the floor. A lot of things happen when he's on the floor.
He's got a lot of speed, no question about that.
Also checking in is Jack Taylor for the Argos.
I haven't seen him play in a while, and he set out about 15 minutes of this first half. Usually, at times, he has been a starter. And he's back in now. 24-15, that's their score. Bears in front. And we were tied at 2 for a long time, and then the Bears have kind of taken control. Here's a little 10-footer. That shot no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Sergio, who brings it to that 10-second line in a hurry. Gets over to Taylor. Taylor jukes right, comes left, spin moves, looks, now stop there to Sergio. Sergio's got 20 seconds to deal and wheel as he takes a left-handed dribble here. Q, Taylor, force it inside, and a kick ball, reset it to 15.
It was kicked by Colin May coming in to play defense, and he just ran into the ball.
Excuse me, they'll go to 20.
Checking back in for the Bears will be Danny Betcher. Danny's a player from West High School out of Billings.
Franklin back in as he'll come in and sub out here for May. 24-15, that's the difference. 4:25 to go here in our first half. As Matthew gets rid of it to Q, top the key, back to Brooks McGregor. Sergio down comes with the right-handed dribble with 10 to go on the shot clock. Couple dribbles, left side, he'll hesitate, scoop it, hoop it, and takes the shot. No foul called, and they'll go the other way, and a technical foul is going to be called on Sergio. So he gets rung up as he expected a call down at the other end. So he is fouled with a technical.
So Sergio will go check out of the game right now. And checking in, I can't see who's coming in to replace him, Sarge.
Well, Coach Anthony Owens just watched him. And Sergio walked by and he says, come here, I want to talk to you. So it looks like they will have the substitution coming in after the shot. That's what they do here in the Frontier Conference is it's a point of interruption as they will bring in Kevin Schilling Jr. But free throws coming up here after the technical from Canada. Chad makes that one. He'll get another one. Then they'll go all the way back down here and give it to Rocky, who, by the way, leads by 10 right now, 25-15. So Sergio gets a technical with 4:09 to go, and they'll take it down. It's different from what you saw. Well, no, maybe in this case they will bring it. They move it up. That's right. They do move it up close to the half-court line. So that is where Rocky will get it. They're up 26-15.
Craig Wilmore will bring it in for Rocky.
Inbounds pass comes to Franklin. Luttrell is a sophomore. He just kind of makes things happen. He didn't take a long time to get involved in the game either. Cannon has to save it from going out of bounds. Now they'll go back to him with a three. His shot up is no good. Rattled around and missed. Well, I'll tell you what, pretty good timing on the rebound. It just kind of a little high. As Rocky has it, they'll go inside the paint, and a reaching foul will be called. We'll go back to the free throw line.
And that foul is going to be called on Jack Taylor. That'll be his first foul.
Jace Prinzing will come in. And I got to tell you, I've done a few of these games, and this is the first time I will see him on the court. I've seen him in the gym numerous times. So he'll check in for Taylor here.
At the free throw line is Danny Betcher. He's from Billings.
26-15, 3:48 to go. This is one of the arguments I always have about the men half as Trevon gets the rebound, is it just absolutely takes the air out of here, and all you do is shoot free throws now. As we'll go here, Brooks McGregor, around the horn they'll go, left-hand side, and holding it there is Schilling Jr. with 15 to go. Now it's going to be Matthew, Brooks McGregor, top of the key, fires from three, no, missed that one. Rebound inside, picked up by the Rocky Mountain College men. Betcher as they head the other way, and that's going to be player control, completely out of control down there.
That was nice defense by Jared Schultz. He took a big hit, but that was great defense on his part.
Stand right in there. He is a scrapper, no question about it.
Not Jared Schultz, my fault, Matthew Brooks McGregor.
McGregor, you bet.
When you take a shot like that, you've got to make the correction.
And the foul will be assessed against number 24 is Wilmore. That's his second. So we'll shoot double bonuses after this now with 3:14 to go. As that foul, Argos down 26-15. Backside, top of the key. They get it over and go deep inside the paint. Head and shoulder fake and block from the backside. Whistle and a foul will be called here. To the free throw line for the first time that I can remember, Jace Prinzing, the sophomore, will go there for 2 now.
He's from Portland, Oregon.
Portland, Oregon is the 2 free throws coming up here. Jace will have a chance to shoot 2 of them. And the free throw is good.
Just got a check-in score from our friend Randy Bogdan over at the 8C tournament. The Belt ladies defeated Tri-City 70-28.
So they got 1 more to go yet over there.
Yeah, they got way behind.
As we get after that. Free throw 1 of 2 at the free throw line there for Jace. Makes it a 10-point lead. And that's kind of where we've been stuck at here for a while. As it's a 2:51 record. As they'll kick it back out. That's a pretty smart move right there. Here's the 3 at the top of the key. That's up and in. No long distance 2. They're going to call it on the shot out from Betcher. Danny gets that one. And the Argos coming back the other way with 2:36 to go. First half action down 28-16. Here's McGregor's shot outside. No good. Franklin's going to take off with it. Passes it forward. And it's going to be behind the intended receiver there. As Payne just couldn't make the catch. As Matthew has the ball here and takes a couple dribbles back out to the half-court line. 28-16. Brooks McGregor gets rid of it. Back out to the right-hand side. Now he'll get it to Schultz. Left-handed dribble. Stops. Looks to give it over to Trevon, who just hands it right back to him with 2 minutes to go. 6 seconds to go on the shot clock. Schultz gets it up. Fade away. 15-footer. No good. Shot clock violation. No good.
That was a nice rebound from Kevin Schilling Jr., though, to put it right back in there. Just time ran out on the clock.
So we roll under 2 minutes to go. 28-16. Rocky to bring it on the inbounds. And we have a substitution coming back in here.
Matthew Brooks McGregor is checking out.
He will go to the sidelines as Rocky will be called here. As everybody points down and says, huh.
Isaac Martell went up and got that rebound over the top of 4 Argos standing there in the middle, and then a foul was called.
28-17 will go to the free throw line. 2 shots coming up here for Martell. He will get 2. And the shot is right side of the rim. No good. Lots of basketball going on here, of course, in the state of Montana. This is our March Madness with lots of divisional basketball tournaments coming up next week. Districts continue this week. And this shot is no good. Missed that one. And Schultz has the rebound. We'll give it to Rice, who goes to Q quickly left side. Brooks McGregor goes down, kicks it around to Schultz. 3-pointer on the way. No. Missed it. They will miss the shot, and Franklin's got it. He's going to go 3-on-2. Franklin goes in, scoops the shot, puts it up. Lob pass maybe. Missed it as Q comes the other way for the Argos. He's triple team behind the back dribble. Now goes in. Jukes and jives, puts it up, and player control foul.
You know, I think the big thing is, Sarge, to me it just seems like the game is out of control and really has no flow. Not out of control from the officials' point of view, but from the players' point of view, just kind of run and gun and pass. And so you're going to get all these offensive calls and you're going to get all these fouls because nobody can really pick up what direction anyone's going or what their intentions are.
Always find it interesting because, matter of fact, you and I were talking about this the other day. You watch Saturday college basketball. It's not this physical. It's not out of control like this. They're always in control. As here's a pass like that, and it's just an awry pass. It's just not an easy thing. And then a stumble trip out of bounds, and Franklin comes over and he wants to visit the official.
And that's the thing right now. I mean, and I can see why players are frustrated in the fact that there's no real flow to the game, and so they're not exactly sure even where the calls are going to be coming from. It's not against the officials by any means. There's so much stuff going on.
Well, it's the style of play, and that's just what it is.
Exactly.
And, you know, like you say, you talk about Duke, Kentucky, Wisconsin, any of those teams. I mean, they call the fouls. You don't have all this kind of stuff pushing in and shoving and going on. The thing is if you're an official in the Frontier Conference, you call all that, you would never get a game done. I mean, eventually, as the ball goes up and in, as Q putting it down, makes that one. Eventually you would get it cleaned up, but it would take years to do it. As Franklin comes the other way, 28-19, as the Bears hold on to the lead here with 19 seconds to go on the shot clock. And Franklin just backs it back out. With his quickness, you may see a one-on-one situation going here at the 10-second mark. That's where we're at. Let's see what happens. Franklin looks over to Coach Bill. Bill says, all right, put on your track shoes. Here we go. As he kicks it right-hand side. 2 seconds. Shot at the buzzer. No good. So a low-scoring first half. They will head to the locker room. We'll take a timeout. As we do break away, it's the Bears up 28-19. It's a 2-minute break right here at KQDI, 1450 AM.
Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana is the region's premier joint replacement program, and now board-certified physician Dr. Michael Doobie is performing anterior hip replacements using a specially designed HANA table, which allows patients to lie on their backs during the procedure. Using the HANA table, Dr. Doobie makes a single incision without cutting any surrounding muscle, which means patients have less pain and quicker recovery times. For more information on anterior hip replacements, call Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
This is where it all began, in Eden, Montana, with a simple idea that neighbors would help each other in case of fire. This year, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is celebrating its 100th birthday. We offer coverage statewide with 6,000 members and still growing. With excellent service, fair premiums, and dedicated members, we hope these first 100 years are just a good beginning. We're Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company. Montanans insuring Montanans.
Question: what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer: pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Where what begins? Your future. Make the choice. Find your beginning. In 2 short years, you'll have your associate degree. Wow, this is where it all begins. Start here, finish there. Your degree transfers across Montana. Find your future. It's within reach. Visit admissions.gfcmsu.edu today.
Best Western Plus Heritage Inn is more than just an inn, it's your everything. With Great Falls' best conference rooms and every amenity you could want. Why go anywhere else? Especially with the Max Sports Bar and Casino, who has your favorite games, drinks, food, and 16 flat-screen TV. The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn and Max Sports Bar and Casino.
Whether it's a dream road trip or rush hour traffic, it can still be Destination Yay when you hit the drive-thru for a one-of-a-kind Coke from McDonald's for just $1. Turn an everyday trip into everyday yay.
Community. It's the people with whom you share something in common, who share your sense of place, this place. And whether you're a native or you stumbled upon our main street years ago, you're family. As family, we see the hard work you've done here over the years, and we've done our share too, creating more jobs, more opportunities, more ways to stay a family. And we'll keep working hard for you as we deliver on our promise of a bright future.
Welcome to Pure Bliss Cycle Sales, your solution for pure riding excitement, located in Conrad, Montana. Pure Bliss Cycle has been serving customers in northern Montana since the early 60s and continue to help you as a customer find the unit that best suits your needs. The staff is very knowledgeable and they continue to learn on the motorsports world as it constantly changes. They have gone a long way since the three-wheeler days. Shop the showcase to see available units or in-stock inventory. Check out Pure Bliss Cycle Sales in Conrad today. When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
Making the decision to work with Dan and Jamie in the results program helped take my athleticism to the next level. Gave me a step up and allowed me, when I went into high school and when I went into college and even the pros, to be one of the more athletic people wherever I went, just because I had been training on it so long. No matter how hard you think you're working, that there's always somebody out there that wants your spot and one day will be your competition. If you want to make it to the highest level, then you will face those types of people and you've got to be ready. And if you've put in the work before, you will be.
Star Radio, on air, on target, and free.
When Great Falls looks for entertainment and news and information, Star Radio comes through.
Our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives.
When important events happen both big and small, Star Radio is there to inform.
Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Montanans choose Star Radio more than any other radio station.
It takes tremendous effort, cooperation of management, programming, technology, engineering, sales, and marketing, and community involvement to ensure a station brand commits to life for the advertiser and listener.
Star Radio is more than what goes out over the air.
It's who we are.
It's how we live and what we do for the public.
Reaching more people, touching more lives. We are Star Radio, proud and privileged to serve.
I am Taco. Taco John's Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Go ahead, say it with me. Sopapilla. That's right. The Sopapilla isn't just for dessert. It's also for creating Taco John's most insane original taco yet. Me! The Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Stuffed with crunchy chicken, kicked up with honey habanero sauce, and topped with lime sour cream, shredded cheddar cheese, and fresh pico de gallo. You always say you should try new things. Well, here I am. Try me. Taco John's. Unwrap the original.
Hi, this is Randy.
Randy, it's Steph. We got into an accident.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but my friend is driving. They took her to the hospital.
Is she okay?
I'm not sure. What should I do?
Does she have auto or life insurance?
I don't know. Is she supposed to?
She should. Her parents could be left with all of her medical bills and even her student debt.
Oh no, what do we do?
The time to get the insurance is before the accident. See me today, and let's get you covered.
Contact the Bogdan Agency, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life.
NCAA games that are going on that we have covered here on Star Radio.
Yeah, there's the regular season, as you said, still going on. And for our out-of-state listeners, Class B tournaments going on, Class C's going on. 3 of those are within, 80 miles here of Great Falls, and we've got all those covered. We have these 2 home games for the Argos, and next week then we have the big old divisional tournament here for Class C, and then we go on to state here, and hopefully we get both of our Argo teams off to the tournaments. And
guys will be playing in Kansas City if they can do that. Of course, we'll start playoffs in about 2 weeks now with the University of Providence. And, of course, it will be in Billings for the girls if they can go ahead and continue to win in their playoffs. We've got time for one more timeout. Here, a word for those sponsors, and then let's get back to the second half here. At the half right now, it is the Bears up 28-19 over the Argos. We're back in 2 minutes on KQDI 1450 AM.
For your next project, bring in A.T. Clemens. We're your #1 source for all your electrical, plumbing, heating and cooling, and commercial roofing needs. We offer 24/7 service, design and build services, computer and phone wiring services, and much more. Check out our website for a comprehensive list of services. A.T. Clemens. Call us or visit our website today.
Have you ever had this happen to you? Of course you have, trying to get out your old storm door panels and storm windows to clean. And then this happens. Well, let us help you with upgrading to a new screen-away storm door where you never have to remove glass panels again. And energy efficient doesn't mean unattractive. We have a large selection of styles to choose from. One call does it all. We are Anderson Glass Doors and Windows.
Second half action getting ready to come your way here for our men's competition with the University of Providence and, of course, the Battling Bears from Billings, Montana. I guess the roads are okay coming across. They had some issues getting across over like Judith Gap area, as you might expect with the wind blowing, but they did come here in plenty of time, and the roads from Lewistown this direction were intermittently icy is what I was told.
Yeah, and the whole thing with that ice right now is when those winds start blowing 40 miles an hour, they just blow the cars right off of the ice. There's just no stopping it, and that's what happened on Wednesday night when we had our blizzard that rocked north central Montana.
I had a chance to drive home on that on the interstate, and it was very tough conditions, but I understand the roads are fine, but we do have weather coming our way, and we'll talk about more of that as we get into the second half. Well, let's get it going here. Here come the Argos, 28-19, and a foul will be called here. Too much contact inside the paint, and right away, a foul called with about 9 seconds off the clock. 28-19 is where we get the second half started. The Argos are down, but they do get the basketball. They will come back, and as they bring it in, Rice, Schultz, it looks like Trevon and Brooks McGregor, and of course Stephen Deho in there as well. So it's the original starting 5 as they look inside. Lots of movement, but they kind of all got cluttered. So coming out of there is going to be Schultz, and he'll take the shot, and that shot's no good. Coming back on the attack now is the Bears up 28-19. Bears look underneath. Cax at the left-hand side. They'll stop there. Continue to work it around, and then a little inside shot's going to be missed there as the shot comes off the mark from Betcher. And it looks like the Argos want to run with it, but a steal from the Bears. As they steal it, and it will come back the other way. As the pressure comes forward to the front court, McDonald dribble drives, dishes it off, puts up the shot, spins it out of there, and it's a track meet, kind of the way we started the thing. Everybody's running and nobody's scoring. Left side is going to be Rice. He looks, now goes inside to Steven. Deho Clark kicks it over to Brooks McGregor. Three-pointer, right side, good. Nice shot outside.
Deshaun Rice with that three.
Deshaun tickles the twine from behind the arc, makes it 28-22. 6-point difference now. Bears in front, 18:40 to go, second half action. This would be a good one if the Argos could pull this one out here as they come into the contest 4-10 on the season, 7-7 on the other side here for the Bears with conference play. Lob pass inside. They'll try to back it up here. Good steal as Rice has it, steals it, gives it to Matthew, who's going to bring it to the front court. Brooks McGregor with a left-handed dribble, left side. High dribble, gives it to Schultz. Schultz lobs it inside. Steven powers his way inside, and he loses it. He'll come back the other way. The Bears have the ball with the attack going in, and a player control foul will be called here. Player control foul, and they will assess it against number 24 in your program, Wilmore. Just picked up his third personal foul, and immediately Colin May comes off the bench.
And that's a second team foul for the Bears in this half.
They wait, make sure everybody's good. And they bring it on the inbounds. They'll walk it up. Rice takes it to the 10-second line. They're going to run the regular offense. We'll see what it is. Rice gives it to Deshaun as they try to break down the man-to-man defense. Back to Deshaun. Will take care of it and kick it left side to Matthew Brooks McGregor. Brooks inside to Steven. Gets away with the travel. He did not get away with the travel. They called it.
It's just, again, you know, what we talked about in the first half. It's just kind of, you know, right now, I guess for lack of a better word, Sarge, it's more like, you know, street ball, I guess, you know.
Just really no flow to it whatsoever. They're not setting up an offense, no half-court offense. And just kind of getting up and down the court here. As it's a man-to-man defense applied by the offense, and they'll hustle after it. Rice kicks it forward. Now with the left hand, his shot up and good. And quickly bring it on the inbounds. Here comes the Bears, cracking the other way. On the drive, left-handed layup, up and in. Good shot there. Samuelson gets it. Timeout is going to be called. We'll break with them. 17-19 to go in our contest in our second half. And they break here with an extended full. Bears up 30-24. We'll return.
Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana is the region's premier joint replacement program. And now board-certified physician Dr. Michael Doobie is performing anterior hip replacements using a specially designed HANA table, which allows patients to lie on their backs during the procedure. Using the HANA table, Dr. Doobie makes a single incision without cutting any surrounding muscle, which means patients have less pain and quicker recovery times. For more information on anterior hip replacements, call Benefis Orthopedic Center of Montana at 455-3650.
The Bears lead it 30-24 on our Belt Valley Bank scoreboard with 17-19 to go in our second half. It is the men's game coming your way with the University of Providence and the Rocky Mountain College Bears in this one. The Bears with a 16-10 overall record, 7-7 in the conference, 10-14 on the other side here for the University of Providence with head coach Anthony Owen and Chris Lewis as the assistant. I think Chris still could play. He's pretty athletic. Anthony plays now and again, but Chris is a pretty good guy over there. We've had him at trivia a couple of different times at the Celtic Cowboy, and he's kind of a fun guy to be around. Argos coming back the other way as they have the ball at the front court. And they're down by 6 here in this one. Still well within reach, no question about it, in a low-scoring contest. Rice has it with the left-handed dribble. Hesitation there. He'll take it to the glass. And then when he gets the shot, he just backs it back out. As going in strong, Schultz. Nice move in there, up off the glass for two.
That was a nice move by Schultz. He just took control of it and went right to the basket. 8 points for him.
He will pick up the defense of McDonald now as they go man-to-man. Donaldson comes over to the left-hand side, gets rid of it, back over. Here's a shot left wing. That shot is rattling around, no good. Rebound fought for. They tie him up, and let's jump it up as Schultz had a hand on it, as did Samuelson underneath there. So jump ball goes in favor of the Battling Bears from Rocky Mountain College here.
4-point deficit now.
And a foul, holding foul is going to be called here. And, well, they're going to call it against the Argos. Stephen Deho Clark.
That'll be his third foul. That'll be the first team foul for the Argos.
16:38 to go, second half action. Fair crowd, maybe not quite as large as it was when the girls were playing. And here's an inbounds pass, and stepping on that line is Colin May, the 5'10 junior. Lovell, Wyoming. We drove past that when we were doing monster trucks last year, I think.
Absolutely we did. We've kind of explored Wyoming now. It's a beautiful state. The people are very nice.
Need some work on their highways, though. They're a little rough. 30-26. Boy, I tell you, very low scoring here. Just can't get anything rolling. Here's a take to the glass. Stephen would have dunked it if it had one more step, but he rolls it in for 2.
That's 4 points for Stephen Deho Clark.
Backcourt, as they do get it to the front court. 3-on-2 situation. Left side, Samuelson goes in. No foul called. Then they rattles around. He'll put it back in for 2.
Samuelson with 10 points.
Makes it 32-28. 16 minutes to go, second half action. Game number 2. Earlier tonight, the girls from the University of Providence got the win as Stephen Deho Clark dishes this one in for 2.
There you go, just a simple touch, just set it into the middle. Nice job, 6 points.
Big man in the paint gets his 6 point. As Samuelson on the left wing tries to answer the call, no good. And then taking care of it the other end is going to be picked up. Going back the other way, a chance to tie for the first time in a long time is the Argos as they give it over to Schultz. Schultz, left-handed dribble, kicks it back out to Deshaun. As he'll back it up here, Deshaun Rice, the senior at 6'2". Got to eyes the situation with 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Left-hand side. They'll look it inside. Stevens the go-to man right now. Kick it back out around the perimeter, but a steal is going to happen as they go down the other way. Left-handed shot is up. Hoop and the foul. No, he couldn't get the hoop, but he will go to the free throw line on the take to the glass is Colin May.
That foul will be called on Jared Schultz. That'll be the second team foul for the Argos. First foul for Schultz.
Back to shooting. That means he gets 2 coming up here.
Going to the charity stripe will be Colin May.
Colin for 2 here for the Rocky Mountain College Battling Bears. 3 substitution, maybe 4 on the side as Stephen Deho Clark will have Williams come in for him after the first shot. And this shot is good. He's got that one. Also coming in is number 24 for Rocky Mountain, and that's Craig Wilmore. And checking in is going to be Grant Wallace, the sophomore, who stands at 6'8". Back in the day, and I'm talking the 80s, late 70s, if you had a guy that was 6'2", you were big. Someone 6'4", that was a powerhouse. You could be a 6'8" guard here.
And that's when the big men had to play in the post. There was no three-point line.
As they come the other way with Schultz with the basketball. And now top of the key, Trevon will dribble left-hand side. Gives it back out to Schultz. Backdoor pass to Rice. Left-handed layup up and in for 2.
That's 8 points for Deshaun Rice. That was an amazing pass from Jared Schultz.
And just saw the opening happen there as they come with a 3 at the other end. Three-pointer up and in. No, missed that one. Williams got it. And Rice is going to take off with it. Rice brings it to the front court. He will stop, hesitation, dribble. Williams gives it back to Deshaun at the 22nd mark of our shot clock. He continues to dribble out of here at the half-court line. Stops, goes to Matthew Brooks McGregor, who gets rid of it to Williams' left shot. Head and shoulder fake. Williams forces the shot. No good. Way off the mark and missed. They'll come back the other way. May, left side, gets rid of it there to Kennenan, who forces the shot at this end and rebounded underneath. Big man inside. Takes it to the paint. Missed it there is Wallace. And got to be a foul underneath here.
Deshaun Williams will be called for that foul. That'll be his third foul. It'll be the third team foul for the Argos. Checking back in is going to be Latrell Franklin for the Bears. Also checking in for the Argos will be Sergio Berkeley.
So he comes in about 6 minutes into the second half.
I'm sorry, Austin Payne is checking in for the Bears as well.
I was going to say, he set out for about 3 minutes because of the technical in the first half. So he sets out 6 minutes here in the second half, packing one technical foul under his belt. So they bring it on the inbounds as they do. Long, wide open three outside, no good. As Franklin gets the rebound. Watch this guy create stuff. They'll get rid of it. Canada works left-hand side. Really sagging back is the defense here now for the Argos. So Canada will just go on the right-hand side. Gives it to Franklin, back out here. Think about the shot? No. 15 seconds to go. Franklin looks, lobs it inside the paint. On the give and go, nice job there. Missed the shot, though, as inside was Wallace. He was wide open and maybe too wide open. Thought about getting some contact, and it didn't happen. So the Bears still lead it by one here at the 33-32 mark, at 13:28 to go in the second half. Brooks McGregor gives it into Berkeley. Sergio drives with the right hand and puts up the shot. It's no good, missed it, and rebounded, taken care of by, well, picked up by the Bears, and they will get it to the front court now. As they hesitate here, go right-hand side. Looking to get rid of it. They do. They'll set the offense here to Wallace. His shot up and in. Nice shot there from Grant Wallace, the sophomore, for two.
That's 4 points for Grant Wallace.
Makes it a 3-point lead now. Bears up 35-32 here in our second quarter. And Deshaun Rice will get rid of it. Looking for a back door over there was Brooks McGregor. Then they just come right back to give it to Deshaun on this right side. He'll hesitate, dribble, left side. Matthew Brooks McGregor comes up, shoots a little 10-footer, shot at 9.5. Shot it well short of the rim, and they'll come back the other way. With the Bears with the ball, as they head and shoulder fake over here to Franklin, and he'll kick it left wing. Out top deep, Cannon will shoot the 21-footer, that's no good. Rebound is saved from going out of bounds, and the Bears get a fresh 30 and the ball back. Franklin comes over here on that left wing with a couple of hesitation dribbles. Now goes inside the paint, kicks on the left baseline. 18 seconds to go on the shot clock. They work it around. Lots of ball movement, very low scoring. As Cannon will get rid of it to that far right side. Wilmore has 8 seconds to get the shot off. He puts it up. Tough shot, and they wanted the foul. They didn't get the call. 37-32, Bears in front. We're down to 11:46 to go until our second game is in the books, barring any overtimes. And it's the Argos trailing here by 5. They continue to battle back, working around on the right baseline. Pretty much man-to-man defense has been played throughout. Trevon's shot is good from 15. Timeout, Anthony Owens. We'll take a break with 11:26 to go. Bears up 37-34. We're back in 1 minute right here at KQDI 1450 AM.
When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
We'll turn back to action here for our second game. The Bears have the basketball as they lead it 37-34. And Franklin will go left-hand side. Think about the shot, decides not to here with Wilmore. Now they will take the shot at the top of the key. Must have been inside. They didn't signal the three for McDonald, so he's got a 2.
That's 5 points for Satchel McDonald.
Great Falls High Bison are leading Bozeman 33-30 at the half, with a pretty good game for Hunter McKinley. He hit a shot at the buzzer. Another one of the games that we are covering here on Star Radio, where you can always see the video stream. Just simply go to one of the websites and click on video. You got it there. 39-34. Argos down with Rice to the right-hand side. He'll take it in, trying to force a shot, and he's fouled. That was a tough shot, too, because he actually came on that baseline. And then with his, I have to figure this out, hit his left hand, he tried to take the shot and put it over the front of the rim. I'll figure it out after we come back from the break. 60-second timeout. 10:30 to go. Second quarter action. Bears up 39-34 on KQDI 1450 AM.
This is where it all began, in Eden, Montana, with a simple idea that neighbors would help each other in case of fire. This year, Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company is celebrating its 100th birthday. We offer coverage statewide with 6,000 members and still growing. With excellent service, fair premiums, and dedicated members, we hope these first 100 years are just a good beginning. We're Cascade Farmers Mutual Insurance Company. Montanans insuring Montanans.
Question: what's Irish for trivia contest? Answer: pub quiz at the Celtic Cowboy Pub and Restaurant, of course. We're hosting pub trivia every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Bring your friends and compete for prizes by tackling a range of trivia questions in multiple categories. Better yet, form a team and play every week. Put your massive intellect on display, or just have a good time with your friends. If the question is how to have fun on Tuesday nights, then we have the answer. Pub quiz trivia at the Celtic Cowboy. Eat, drink, be Irish.
Up day number 2, day number 3 for some of them in the tournaments going on around the area. The Belt Huskies defeated Tri-City Titans 70-28. That's girls basketball. And then the guys on the basketball court was the Belt Huskies defeating Winnett Grass Range 34-24 in that one. That was a close one. Shelby, well, it was Shelby defeating Shoto. It was 68-60 and that one. That's the 1B conference going on in Conrad. And Great Falls High is hosting Bozeman. As we talked about, CMR is in town as well. As lots of games are being concluded here for this in Valier, Panthers defeated the Cascade High Badgers 69-41. That was boys basketball in that high school contest. Rice hits a couple free throws here and makes it a 3-point difference now, as it's 39-36. And the Bears coming back the other way with the lead. They'll pass it left-hand side. Now they come top of the key with a three-pointer on the way. Step and shot, no good. The battle for the boards inside. And it will be taken care of by Schultz, who gives it over to Sergio. Berkeley, left-hand side, as Q has it there. Behind the back dribble, gets it inside. Trevon looks, gets it back to Sergio. Sergio has 16 to reset the offense as they come top of the key. Working it out here is Rice. Rice with the hesitation dribble, tries to get inside to Schultz. Schultz comes up and pushes off. They'll go to Berkeley with a desperation shot, off the mark, no good.
Argos are still down by 3, shooting a lot of threes to try to get this game tied up.
Franklin has an opening, tries the floater, that's no good. Then comes in and gets the steal, but they say, no, you got him on the arm. On the return.
That foul will be called on the Argos on Jack Taylor, no?
Latrey Franklin is going to be assessed the personal, his second.
They did call it on the Bears. Okay, I thought that they called it on the Argos.
Stephen Deho-Clark will check back in here for the University of Providence. And he was kind of the go-to guy when they made the run there. And well within reach, don't get me wrong. Just a lot of low-scoring affair, and a foul will be called here. This is a holding foul on the right-hand side.
Way off ball for that.
McDonald, Schultz was trying to get the ball on that other side. McDonald grabbed onto it.
Yep.
I think that was the easy one.
That was that's the third foul for Satchel McDonald. That's the 5th for the Bears, so we're getting close to shooting free throws.
Cannon from Roy, Montana, gets into the game again. Roy High School, population 6. They bring it on in, but I don't know. I should say that. Q goes the other way and partially blocked, but a foul way out here on the right-hand side. And they do call the foul against Danny Betcher.
That'll be Danny's second foul, but it's the 16th foul for the Bears. So at 9:21, we go to the charity stripe.
We will shoot free throws as the Bears have committed 6 fouls that have been called against them. As the free throw is up in.
That one is good.
No recesses.
4 points for Q so far.
Alma Academy, Quebec, Canada. He's north of the border.
A long ways.
Yeah, heads up, here they come. It's going to be second shot missed, but picked up, and the Argos get it back now as they are within 2, 39-37. 9-10 to go here. Stephen Deho-Clark posted up inside the paint. He's mashed up deep inside with Wallace. Now they'll come off left-hand side. Rice, hesitation dribble. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Hughes deep in the paint. He's got his man pinned behind him. And now it's going to be a desperation shot out here from Berkeley, no good. Argos get the rebound. They'll reset here. 8:50 to go. Second half action. As they do, bring it out here. Hold, wait, everybody. Stephen, they'll line them up at the free throw line as they say, Q, if you'll go up there, Berkeley, you go around there. And the defense just kind of sags back and waits for something to happen. Q, one dribble. Rice now jukes and jives, and he lost it off his foot, and they'll go the other way. So they guided a lot of stuff and lost it out of bounds. With a couple of substitutions coming in.
We got checking back in for the Argos is Bashir, and checking in for the Bears is Samuelson.
Jace is going to come back in too. We saw him in the first.
Jace Prinzing is checking back in. Yeah, we saw him for the first time here.
CMR High got the win over Skyview, 72-43, AA basketball here in Great Falls. John Sislo and crew pick up the victory there, and they're a week away still from getting into their divisional tournament, as that will be held in Butte, by the way, and they do have a divisional tournament this year. 39-37 here coming the other way, as the Bears will try to extend that lead on the putback underneath, and that is going to be Betcher knocking it down, makes it 41-37. Now, wait a minute. Oh
no.
Don't look, but we got a shoulder that's out.
Yep.
And that does not look good. That does not look good. It just popped back in. That might have saved that young man a lot of pain right there, as Jace had it hanging way down to his knee, and the AD or the trainer went over there and just kind of jerked it right back up. That shoulder was out.
That was gross.
That was bad. So he got tangled up underneath. So Jace will go to the locker room. He's done for the night, I'm sure of that. And if you can get him to pop back in, the injury isn't quite as bad. And he got all the way across the half-court line in front of the coach before the trainer got him and got it back where it should go. With that said, the Argos do get the ball back here. 41-37, they have it as the Argos trail to the Bears. Stevens got it, triple T inside, looking to get rid of it. Now he's just going to force the shot and missed it. And going to go out of bounds. Franklin will get it and bring it back into play, coming down on the offense.
That was tough for Stephen Deho-Clark. He had nowhere to go, and nobody could get to him to help him out of the situation.
Well, the boys wanted to help him. They just weren't sure what he was going to do, and so they didn't know where to go. They kind of scattered and was going to try to get it, and then they go, well, maybe we should go fight for rebound position.
Checking in is Matthew Brooks McGregor back in for the Argos. Argos are down by 4.
Down by 4 with 7:30 to go here. Franklin loses it and rustle it around, and before they completely lose it, coach calls timeout. A 30-second break with 7:26 to go in the second half. Let's take a break. Bears up 41-37. We're back in half a minute on KQDI 1450 AM.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Where what begins? Your future. Make the choice. Find your beginning. In 2 short years, you'll have your associate degree. Wow, this is where it all begins. Start here, finish there. Your degree transfers across Montana. Find your future. It's within reach. Visit admissions.gfcmsu.edu today.
41-37. You want to talk about a tough kid. Jace is back.
Yeah, he just came out of the locker room, and he's got color back in his face and sitting on the bench, and it looks good. He's looking good. He's telling the teammates what happened,
yeah,
though.
Exactly. Oh, that didn't look good. Here's a pass inside. Left-handed shot is no good. And picked up by Franklin almost. Now they go to the floor. Now it's scrummed. Heads up. Coming your way, Susan Jean.
Oh, and I can't reach it.
Well, we'll have to get it. She's got to get her headset off. $2 for a ball. You know, if it's baseball, you'd get to keep it. You'd be able to take that home with you.
I wanted to grab it and see if I could shoot it from here.
You should have, yeah. Just fired it away. 41-37.
I need a pop. I could maybe win one.
Dave and Doug, I don't know if they'd let us keep that ball. They're over there looking, kind of keeping an eye on all this.
They were somewhat worried when they saw me going for it. I could see the look in their eyes.
Don't dunk it, they were saying. Don't dunk it.
Yeah, they were getting ready to start laughing.
Tear down the Raptors like it happened one game before.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Substitution coming back in here for UP is Stephen Deho Clark, the senior.
And checking out will be Berkeley. And we've got another timeout.
They're going to call timeout. Let's take it with them. 6:58 to go here. It's a full timeout as the Bears lead at 41-37. We're back in 60 right here.
Best Western Plus Heritage Inn is more than just an inn, it's your everything. With Great Falls' best conference rooms and every amenity you could want. Why go anywhere else? Especially with the Max Sports Bar and Casino, who has your favorite games, drinks, food, and 16 flat-screen TV. The Best Western Plus Heritage Inn and Max Sports Bar and Casino.
Has sounded, and that is it for the timeout. As the Bears lead at 41-37, we were tied a couple of different times here. The Argos have been battling from behind the entire contest, and we still have plenty of time here for the Argos to get a victory at home. They've got this game and Carroll College tomorrow night. Want to make sure you get out here and support the home team if you would. And who will they play in the playoffs? That's the key. As they bring it on the inbounds, and it's going to be tipped as Cannon gets rid of it on the left-hand side. Wallace looks to the free throw line as they drive in here. Take to the glass, floater, no, missed it. Battle for the board, Servon, nice job getting the rebound in there.
It was a nice rebound.
Matthew comes to the front court with the left-handed hesitation dribble, goes inside to Steven. Deho Clark backs up, looks, big man inside the paint, turns around, meets three people and tipped out of bounds.
He turned like he was not going to go towards the basket and then did a quick turnaround. And, well, again, no offensive players there to help him because they were, I think, unsure.
And that's it. You got a lot of kids standing around waiting to see what's going to happen as Providence has just made their 13th turnover of the night. Rocky Mountain has 10. Here's a drive to the basket from Rice. Around the perimeter they go. Matthew, you're wide open. Take the shot. He does. Misses it. It's Clark on the putback. His shot no good. Battled in. No, can't get it to go. They'll tie it up, and what will they call here?
There was a good rebound there. His third try. He missed it. Third try again. Got to calm down a few tempers here, I think.
They will call the foul against one of the players for Rocky, and that's foul number 4 that's going to be assessed against Wilmore. Craig just got his 4th.
At the charity stripe is Stephen Deho Clark. This is his first time there tonight.
So again, my observation is correct. 6 minutes, anywhere from 6 to 7 minutes, you will shoot free throws in either half. And that's exactly what we'll do here. Free throws down the stretch. As Stephen takes the shot there, they definitely got to change that rule.
7 points for Stephen Deho Clark.
Williams will check back in if he makes the shot here. Stephen at the charity stripe. Uses all of the 10 seconds he's allowed and puts it in. Williams will check in. Matthew Brooks McGregor will go to the sideline. Timeout is going to be called. Let's take it with him. 6:17 to go, 41-39. It is the Bears in front right here in KQDI, 1450 AM.
Whether it's a dream road trip or rush hour traffic, it can still be Destination Yay when you hit the drive-thru for a one-of-a-kind Coke from McDonald's for just $1. Turn an everyday trip into everyday yay.
Community. It's the people with whom you share some.
Back to action coming your way, second game of the night. Right here on KQDI 1450 with 6:17 to go. In this one, still anybody's contest. 41-39 is the difference. Leading the way here for the University of Providence, it looks like Deshaun Rice has 10, and he's the only one in double digits here for UP. Rocky coming back the other way. You do see Samuelson with 10, and everybody else has just kind of spread the floor. As Rocky coming the other way and working around. Cannon has it, backs it back out, passes left side down to the baseline there to Samuelson. Cannon gets rid of it. Now the three-pointer on the way, good.
That's a 3 for Jared Samuelson. That's 13. He's the leading of all scorers.
Makes it a 5-point difference now. Bears in front, and timeout will be called here. Another timeout. Let's take a break with them as we take the timeout with 5:42 to go. Bears up 44-39.
Welcome to Pure Bliss Cycle Sales, your solution for pure riding excitement, located in Conrad, Montana. Pure Bliss Cycle has been serving customers in northern Montana since the early 60s and continue to help you as a customer find the unit that best suits your needs. The staff is very knowledgeable and they continue to learn on the motorsports world as it constantly changes. They have gone a long way since the three-wheeler days. Shop the showcase to see available units or in-stock inventory. Check out Pure Bliss Cycle Sales in Conrad today. When you've lived in the same area for years, you're bound to get involved in that community. From agriculture to athletics and everything in between, Randy Bogdan knows that communities thrive only with commitment. This is the same dedication and leadership that Randy and his team bring to serving you at Bogdan Agency. They'll show you how simple insurance can be with Farm Bureau Insurance. Contact the Bogdan Agency today, your Farm Bureau Insurance team for life. Commitment you can trust.
University of Providence called the timeout. It looks like they have 3 left, as do the Bears from Billings. UP will get the ball to the backcourt as Rice will chase that down. Deshaun brings it to the 10-second line with a right-handed dribble. With 5:36 to go in our second half. 44-39, Bears in front as they lead this Frontier Conference men's basketball game. Working inside the paint, Stevens got it there, looking for some help. Kicks it back out to Schultz, who will back up to shoot it from 3, no good. Missed that one and picked up going the other way. McDonald will go to the front court. And Satchel takes a couple of dribbles and will get rid of it there. Billings may get to a point where they start kind of running the clock a little bit here, although they are going to go with it. Inside, and Samuelson puts it up and in for 2 more.
He's just so powerful and strong in the middle there. 15 points for him.
And at the other end, Matthew Brooks McGregor gets it down for 2. On the drive quick to the basket.
That's his first 2 points of the game.
Stays at a 5-point difference here. 4-4-4, 46-41. It's 4s on the board. As Rocky comes back, they have the lead. Here's Samuelson again for 15. That shot no good. Now the University of Providence has a chance to get things rolling. If Rice ever catches up to the ball, now he's got it. Kicked it a couple different times. Now he's ready to go. Jukes and jives, comes to the right. Now continues to pass it around. Matthew on the weave. And Rice with the high dribble goes down to the baseline. He is double teamed and gets bailed out underneath.
So he'll go to the charity stripe, and Deshaun has been there 3 times, shot 4 times, and it's 3 for 4.
So we will go there to the free throw line. And 2 coming up. The referee looking at him says, you're going to have to step to the line if you want to come in here. I pass to you now, you're going to lose the ball. The free throw is good. Rice makes that one.
11 points so far for Rice. Getting ready to check back in for the Argos will be Q.
No, the other thing is he does have 5 rebounds. He is hitting the boards pretty good. Stephen Daho-Clark leads it with 8 total rebounds here. Second shot is good, making that one. 3-point contest. Q will check in. Schultz will go to the sideline.
46-43. The Bears are up.
4:14 to go in our second half. McDonald has it with the double team. As they do get rid of it, they'll bring it to the front court now. Betcher, cross-ankle pass, 3 on the way, good. Outside, Chad Kennenan finally hit one from the corner.
That's 7 points for Chad. He's been silent this second half.
0 of 9 behind the arc, and he hits that one finally. Shooter's got to shoot. I heard Jenna Reddish say that. And Radish says you got to shoot to be a shooter. Q inside the paint, trying to answer the call at the other end, as Matthew brings it back out, down 49 to 43. And a drive to the paint, then a kick out to Q, right side, good outside. Q, Narisis knocks it down for the deuce.
That's 7 points for Q.
Hey, what? The Argos have a chance here. They continue to battle back and forth. 3-point difference now, 49-36. 49-46 with 3:21 to go in our second half. Nice pass underneath and a spin move in there, no good. Second attempt, no good. Third attempt, we're going to call foul.
Craig Wilmore was really battling in there. He actually shot 3 times, got his own rebounds, and then, as you said, got fouled on that third attempt.
Has a big smile on his face there as he pads his stats just a little bit.
He knows that he had to work hard on that one.
As he took it down. I'm just going to look and see if they have it updated yet over here. As we will go to the free throw line. 5 rebounds, and 3 of them just came to him right there. Here's the shot. It is no good. Missed that one. He'll get another free throw. Still anybody's contest. 49-46, 3:12 to go in the second quarter.
Jared Schultz checking back in for the Argos as Matthew Brooks McGregor checks out for a break.
Jared will come in. He's got 8 points, 2 of 4 behind the arc here this contest. And back to the free throw line we go with Wilmore as the Bears lead it 49-36. This one rolls around. It's good.
3
Making
points,
that one.
3 points for Wilmore.
So they come down the other way. It's interesting when you really start breaking this down a little bit. Rocky has 26 points off the bench. The University of Providence has 18. As they come the other way, Trevon backs it back down. Around the perimeter they go. Q drives in and a steal. McDonald's got the steal. They'll head the other way. Here's the attack to the glass, and the foul is going to have to be called here. And quite honestly, Bashir actually did a nice job trying to get behind the layup and take the shot.
Yeah, he stayed. He did a good job of not fouling as he was coming down the court, and then just there at that last second shot, he got him, which is the third point, or the third foul, excuse me, for Bashir.
So free throws with the 2:49 mark here of our second half.
Satchel McDonald shooting free throws, his first time at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's good.
That one's good for his 6th point tonight. Checking back in for the Argos is Matthew Brooks McGregor.
Rice with 12, Samuelson with 15 in the scoring columns. They're the leaders here in this one. Rice has 3 assists as well in this contest as this shot is up. That one rolls around, no good. So the Argos need to get going here, as they have stuck around for a long time, but the clock is starting to become more and more of a factor each and every time down the court. As Rice will walk it up here, the point guard comes to the right-hand side, and that's going to be a moving screen. Those are the plays that just kill you right there.
And the big thing about it is that, you know, when you do that, you just take yourself out of the game. The Argos are only down by 5. There's 2:34 left to go in the contest, and you know, the Argos were on a route to score on that play.
One of the things is that it's only the 13th turnover here for the University of Providence with that play right there. So that's not terrible in the turnoff department, but there hasn't been a lot of scoring either. We still are stuck at 51-46. Lob pass coming back out top of the key. Bears have it there and the lead. A step move inside, spin move is up and in. Lots of area. Danny Betcher just covered there on that spin move and makes it 53-46.
That was a big guy playing big right there with that shot, 6 points.
Bears have 3 timeouts, as does the University of Providence. The Argos with 3. 2 minutes to go in the contest. Bears up 53-46. Argos have the basketball to Steven. Deho. Clark gets rid of it and comes back out to Trevon. Rice, they clear it out for him. He'll drive there, goes into the defense, now goes inside the paint, tries to draw the foul. No call on the desperation shot. The shot clock violation will turn it over back to the Bears with 1:41 to go.
53-46, the Bears are up.
Norisius will check back in. Q will sub out for Schultz here. And Jared goes to the sideline with 1:41 to go. In our second game of the night, as they come into the offense, it's the Bears have it here. Trapped on that sideline, they'll tip it, and timeout, they said. Let's get a timeout if we can. They will do that. We'll take a break with 1:33 to go. Bears up 53-46. We're back in 1 minute. KQDI, 1450 AM.
Making the decision to work with Dan and Jamie in the results program helped take my athleticism to the next level. Gave me a step up and allowed me, when I went into high school and when I went into college and even the pros, to be one of the more athletic people wherever I went, just because I had been training on it so long. No matter how hard you think you're working, that there's always somebody out there that wants your spot and one day will be your competition. If you want to make it to the highest level, then you will face those types of people, and you've got to be ready. And if you've put in the work before, you will be.
Star Radio, on air, on target, and free.
When Great Falls looks for entertainment and news and information, Star Radio comes through.
Our web and social sites are among the most visited sites in our daily lives.
When important events happen both big and small, Star Radio is there to inform.
Today, with more ways than ever to experience the moments that transform our lives, Montanans choose Star Radio more than any other radio stations.
It takes tremendous effort, cooperation of management, programming, technology, engineering, sales, and marketing, and community involvement to ensure a station brand commits to life for the advertiser and listener.
And boy, what a great job he has done coming in here. We welcome him aboard. Him and Bailey always do a tremendous job. Bailey had to go home and get her horse, get ready for the rodeo season here for the University of Providence. 53-46, it's the Bears with the lead. The basketball, they drive inside, dish it to the right-hand side, and a shot underneath is going to be put in from Samuelson, and he'll knock that one down for two more. He's had a pretty good game.
17 points for him. He leads all scorers.
55-46, 1:10 to go. Argos spread the floor, they trail. As they kick it over here, Matthew Brooks McGregor passes inside to Stephen Deho Clark for two.
And that for Deho Clark, that'll be his 10th point.
And the Rocky Bears coming back the other way. Top the key. As they look to get it to McDonald. Samuelson says, well, if they're going to just let it stay off me, they'll say, let it count down. There's still 16 seconds to go. Argos back it up. They're down by 7, and they're just going to give up on it. There's no way they're going to catch up now. They're just letting them dribble the ball out here. They'll lob it up, tipped out. Q's got it. They'll go down. They're going to have to hit a couple of big shots here. As Q goes off the right-hand side, Trevon.
They got to shoot.
Goes inside to Steven, and he's fouled. It's going to count if it goes in. Yes, and one. Not sure what the Argos were doing. They ran off about 10, 12 seconds down here.
That's 12 for Stephen Deho Clark, and he's also at the charity stripe.
Counts it down to 23 seconds now, 5-point difference.
Argos are down 5 if he makes this.
Down 5 now, it'll be 4 if he makes it, yeah.
Well, that'll put us right back in. 23.5 seconds left on the clock.
One shot. Schultz at the line. I can't imagine he's subbing for Steven, but maybe. As the shot goes up, and it is good. He's got it, and that's exactly who he's subbing for. A little quicker lineup out here.
Yeah, they got a lot more speed on the floor right now, the Argos do.
They will shoot free throws.
We don't have any height, but we've got the speed right now.
They look to take off down to the other end, and a foul will be called in the backcourt. 22.5 to go as they foul here. That's going to be enough to put him in the one-on-one situation.
Tough person to foul. Samuelson is the leading scorer. He has 17. 2 for 2 at the charity stripe.
He's got 17. Just looking here to see if any of the Argos are in double digits. Deshaun is, as well as
Stephen Deho Clark
with 13.
He leads with 13, and then Deshaun Rice has 12. But at the charity stripe is Jared Samuelson, who leads all scorers with 17.
Q will check out. Norisius will go to the sidelines, and Clark will check back in here. 22 seconds to go in regulation. We can start talking about that now. As the shot is up and no good. Rattles around. UP's got it. They do have timeouts. They need to get going here. 18 seconds on the shot. and they're going to pass it right back to the backcourt. McDonald's got a foot race. They foul him. Does the basket count? It does. McDonald takes off, and he and Matthew were in a stride-for-stride foot race, and the foul is going to be called against Matthew Brooks McGregor, his second.
That'll put on the free throw line. That will put Satchel McDonald, he has 8 points to his credit. He's 1 for 2 at the charity stripe tonight.
Basket's good. Free throw coming up. It is good. He's got that one as well. Makes it 58-51. 7-point lead for the Bears with 13 seconds to go. Left side, Brooks McGregor drives in, left-handed layup, up and good. It's good with a timeout called by the Argos. We will break with him. It's 58-53, 9.6 seconds to go. We're back in 1 minute on KQDI 1450 AM.
I am Taco. Taco John's Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Go ahead, say it with me. Sopapilla. That's right. The Sopapilla isn't just for dessert. It's also for creating Taco John's most insane original taco yet. Me! The Chicken Sopapilla Taco. Stuffed with crunchy chicken, kicked up with honey habanero sauce, and topped with lime sour cream, shredded cheddar cheese, and fresh pico de gallo. You always say you should try new things. Well, here I am. Try me. Taco John's. Unwrap the original.
Excuse me. As we get back to action here, it is going to be taken care of, and a foul will be called on the inbound, so they'll go the other way. So they will take it down with the foul, and we'll go down and shoot free throws at 9.6 on the clock.
That foul will be called on Jared Schultz. That'll be his second. At the charity stripe will be Jack Cannon. He's 2 for 2 there. He has 7 points tonight.
The Roy Winifred Montana athlete shoots the shot and gets the favorable touch to kiss it in, and good.
That's 8 points, making him a 3 for 3 at the charity stripe.
And it's interesting because you look over there, and Chad, he kind of looked at Trevon and goes, huh. Here's the shot. It is front rim, no good. Line violation. Line violation against Cannon, so they whistle it. So we're still at 9.6.
Bears are up 59-53. Yeah.
Here comes
There we go.
Tech coming the other way.
Got to shoot.
As Rice will go in, he'll put it in, makes it. They do call timeout as they put it down and stop the clock with 4.9. Let's break with them. 59-55. We're back in 1 minute right here on KQDI 1450 AM.
Hi, this is Randy.
Randy, it's Steph. We got into an accident.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but my friend is driving. They took her to the hospital.
Is she okay?
I'm not sure. What should I do?
Does she have auto or life insurance?
I don't know. Is she supposed to?
She should. Her parents could be left with all of her medical bills and even her student debt.
Oh no, what do we do?
The time to get the insurance is before the accident. See me today, and let's get you covered.
Contact the Bogdan Agency, your Farm Bureau insurance team for life.
We're ready to get it back into play here with 4.9 to go, and I knew that was going to happen. One of the officials on the outside was waiting for the second horn, but the other official wasn't quite aware, and he handed it in too soon. And so now they will bring it on the inbounds. So still 4.9 to go. Still 0.49 to go. 59-55. Bears up by 4. Full court press being applied here. And a foul out here will be a foul called on the inbounds. I like that. I really do, because you know they're going to foul. They don't have to foul hard. And he says, here, I'm just going to hold the guy out here. And that's one of the things the late, great Charlie Robinson always talked about. He says, everybody knows they're going to foul. Just go say, hey, I'm going to foul 22. Call it so I don't have to tackle him.
Well, and then, you know, it also prevents when that happens, the people screaming that it's intentional, and then you get the ones that think it's flagrant because it was too mean, and you're exactly right. You knew it was going to happen. So at the charity stripe right now is Danny Betcher. He has 6 points to his credit tonight. The coach from Rocky is very unhappy, and the official is trying
Well, they're trying to figure out if it's one shot or two over there.
4.9 seconds left in the game.
Well, it's funny how they say the official book is right, and it is. So the 1-1 coming up here, and the shot is good either way.
7 points for Danny Betcher. He gets a second shot here.
And it makes it 60, a 5-point lead. That's kind of where we've been at for most of the night. 60-55, 4.9 to go. Make it 6 now as he hits that one. Inbounds coming in. A little surprised that Rocky hasn't come up here and make him touch it in that front court. So they let it roll all the way out to the half-court line with 4 to go. 3-point on the way from Rice is no good. Rebounded and taken care of in the game. That is it. As Rocky will get out of here with a win in a game that was very slowly played in this contest. Good contest here for Rocky, as they did have Samuelson, who ended up with 17 points in this one. Let's take a 60-second break and come back and take a look at the numbers in a moment. It was Rocky winning this one 61-55.
For your next project, bring in A.T. Clemens. We're your #1 source for all your electrical, plumbing, heating and cooling, and commercial roofing needs. We offer 24/7 service, design and build services, computer and phone wiring services, and much more. Check out our website for a comprehensive list of services. A.T. Clemens. Call us or visit our website today.
Have you ever had this happen to you? Of course you have, trying to get out your old storm door panels and storm windows to clean. And then this happens. Well, let us help you with upgrading to a new screen-away storm door where you never have to remove glass panels again. And energy efficient doesn't mean unattractive. We have a large selection of styles to choose from. One call does it all. We are Anderson Glass Doors and Windows.
You had a lot of kids that got to play, but again, it's just one of those games you just can't get a flow going here, can we?
No, I tried a little bit of everything. Tried to play different guys and move, shift out lineups and everything, and just never got an offensive flow going whatsoever.
Talk about how Rocky played here, because they pounded inside. Very low scoring. I thought defensively you guys matched up well for a while.
Yeah, we did a good job defensively. I think both teams did a pretty good job defensively, but they hit a few more shots. I think we both shot pretty poor offensively, but they ended up grinding that one out.
Yeah, and they got a few more points off the bench, and I think that was the difference. 5 pretty odds throughout the whole contest. I mean, you're battling right around about 5 or 7 different points there, and so you guys were always in the game throughout the entire first half and second half.
Yeah, we were in it, and I never felt like we were out of it, even when we were down, I think, 11 or 13. I don't know what the biggest score was, but I never felt we were out of it, but just never could get a flow going offensively and couldn't get any transition going. So it favored them a little bit, because we play more guys and try to get up and down, and when you stop it as much as it was stopped, that's hard to get going.
I know you'll go home, you won't forget about it, and you'll start thinking about tomorrow now and getting ready for Carroll.
Oh, most definitely. You better be, or else they'll embarrass you if you're not ready for them. So, yeah, we'll definitely get ready for them and start preparing for them.
All right, my friend, I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Coach Anthony Owens joins us here for this one, and you can just tell that frustration is there with him as you just really can't get into any type of flow. And we've talked about it a lot, of course, with the free throws in that fouls, and of course you're shooting one-on-ones, and it's always that 6 to 7 minute mark, and they just can't really get going there, and that's a team that likes to run. That is going to wrap it up for us here in this one as we conclude this contest, a game that went back and forth, and it was Rocky defeating the University of Providence in this one 61-55. For Sue Sargent, I'm Jim Sargent, as you have been listening to a KQDI 1450 Sports presentation.